Recording now,
Okay.
and I won't touch it. So
I can't hear you.
I'm not talking yet.
Okay. All right, cool.
One, two, three, start. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Nature of Work podcast. Today, I'm delighted to welcome Karishma Gupta that I have known for over 10 years now. When she went off to school or college, we miss our interactions with her. But this gives me the opportunity to connect back and find out what she has been up to, because we have heard good things, and I wanted to talk to her about those. And it was a great occasion to attend her wedding in Seattle and partake in the celebrations. It was such a delightful wedding, and I hope that Karishma is enjoying her uh, uh, you know wedding career. So, Karishma, welcome to the show. So, as we start with right away, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, not a little bit, but you can take as much of time as you want. But tell us a little bit more about yourself for the benefit of the podcast listeners, and please feel free to share whatever highlights you have been up to.
Thank you, Krish. I usually say Krish Uncle, but for the sake of this podcast, we're going to keep it professional. Um, thank you. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in Seattle. I was born and raised here. We've all been a part of the same Indian community, so it's great to circle back as an adult and talk to people, going from diapers and painting and artistic activities like Bharatanatyam to being a full-fledged adult that has a career, carving my own pathway, creating my own paths. So I think the last time that we really hung out before I headed off was after high school. I decided to pursue a career in biomedical engineering. Medicine was something that I always gravitated towards. I really like the idea of helping people. My whole life, I've always been intrigued by the human body and anatomy, and contributing to society in that manner. And I thought the closest way I could get there with a strong background in math and science was doing biomedical engineering. So I did go to a fair at the University of Washington, and that's kind of what kickstarted this whole process. Was I saw these young college students making these amazing devices to help out doctors and patients. And I thought, hey, why not? Why can't I do this with my time too? And so when I was applying, Georgia Tech came on the radar as one of the top three institutions for biomedical engineering. And lo and behold, once I applied to college, they offered me a near full ride to college. So with that little inkling in the back of my mind that I perhaps want to go to medical school and might fall into a lot of debt, my parents advised me to take that money, take it and run, because that's privilege. college can be very unaffordable to some people. So it was the best advice they gave me, best guidance they gave me was don't be stupid, take that money. It's a top 3 engineering institution in the nation. And I'm so glad I did that. Georgia Tech is an amazing institution. Every single building is a different engineering discipline. And I don't think a lot of institutions have that. While I was there, I worked on projects with Emory University, which has a large medical center. And as I started speaking to physicians and exposing myself to the MD side, medical doctorate side of medicine, I realized what I really wanted was that patient interaction. I liked the idea of me doing something or diagnosing something and seeing that direct impact on people, which I don't think engineering had for me. So I decided to transition and apply to medical school. I did take a gap year in between to carve my path again, kind of restart, refresh from engineering because I was pretty burnt out after 4 years of biomedical engineering. And so when I started applying to medical school, I also did a Fulbright research year in India, living with my grandma and learning household recipes and also studying tuberculosis and the spread of infectious disease. And during that time, I got accepted to Wake Forest, and that kind of kickstarted my way into medicine. And throughout that path, we can talk about it some more during this podcast about what led me down this path. Eventually, I chose diagnostic radiology, which is quite possibly the most perfect career that I could have found. And there were lots of reasons why that we can go into.
Okay. Wow, that is quite a journey until you landed in